Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another epic 7 Juju Pool video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking about the two banners and whether if they're worth pulling for, featuring Iseria with her own artifact Song of Stars, as well as Says with his artifact Manica of Control. That being said, before we get started with this video though guys, we're getting close to 20k subscribers on YouTube. Once we get 20k subscribers, we're doing a giveaway on Instagram. All you have to do to participate is follow me on Instagram and like the post once I upload the post that we are doing the giveaway at 20k subscribers on YouTube. So yeah, that being said, let's talk about Iseria first. Now, if you guys don't know what Iseria does, for some reason, you guys probably already do, because she is one of the best selective summon units you can get from rerolling your account. Let's talk about her skills real quick. Her S3 is a single target attack that will dispel all buffs before decreasing defense and putting unbuffable. This is very, very good in PvE, especially in like mid game and late game. Very good in like Katie's, Asmonag, very good in Hell Queen as well, and just any boss in general, because defense break is just a very, very powerful debuff to put on units, especially in PvE. Now we also have our S2. It is going to be basically a skill cooldown reset of an ally, and you'll also grant yourself an extra turn. Very good if you pair her with a unit like Tamrin, because Tamrin does start her S3 on cooldown. If you actually auto a stage and you have everyone's skills off except Iseria and Tamrin, Iseria will only S2 Tamrin over and over, so Tamrin basically has permanent idle form, making Iseria a very, very good companion with Tamrin because of this S2. Next, we also have her S1. It is a single target attack with a chance to defense break. You can also soul burn it to increase the chance to 100%. Very, very powerful as well. She has a lot of defense break, and she also has that skill reset, which if you guys have Tamrin from the selector, they're a very, very powerful duo, especially because Tamrin pretty much has everything that she needs in her kit besides a defense break. And then you have, Iseria, who has that defense break in her kit with perfect synergy with her S2 for Tamrin. So very, very good pickup. If you guys do not have Iseria, I definitely recommend picking her up for PvE. She's extremely powerful in the areas that I mentioned before. She's also good in Abyss, Automaton Tower. You can use her in Ice Expo, just pretty much anywhere that you need a defense breaker. She's very, very powerful and pairs very well with the best Soul Weaver in the game, being Tamrin. Now for PvP guys, she's not really used at all, so you're not going to really use her there. But if you are newer to the game, she's definitely a must-have unit if you did not pull for her or get her from the selective summon and the reroll. Next, we have her artifact guys, Song of Stars. Ranger exclusive. It is a 50% chance for an enemy to become targeted for 2 turns after a single attack. If you get this to plus 15 with just 1 copy, it'll be 75, and at the maximum break, it'll be 100. This artifact is very, very, very good. Now, why is it so good? It is very good because for Wyvern, you need to have 2, preferably 3 debuffs on the boss. And if you have a Furious with this artifact, he can basically solo debuff the boss. If you pair him with like a Sigurd as well in your team, the boss will pretty much never hit your backline. It will always be doing reduced damage. And just having that extra target on the boss will make your Sigurd do even more damage because of her S3 scaling with debuffs, and also target increasing the damage that the target takes by 10%. So very, very powerful. If you guys do not have this artifact, I definitely recommend buying it for your Wyvern team if you're newer to the game, because it'll make your runs a lot more safer and a lot faster as well, and it's really easy to use. Just slap it on your Furious. It is the best artifact in the game for Furious right now. Next, let's talk about Says. So, Says, guys, nothing really much to say. We'll talk about his skills. His S3 is a single target attack. The damage will increase proportional to the enemy's lost HP. When the enemy dies, you will do additional damage to all enemies proportional to Says' attack. You can soul burn this for more damage. Basically, people would use Says as a cleaver, because what you would do is you would literally just S3 a unit and just bomb everyone else. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that well anymore. His damage is very low, and there's just a lot of mitigation in the game. We also have his S2. When the enemy is 50% HP or less, and after you attack with your S1, you'll activate your S2, which is going to be a AoE attack with a chance to put unhealable. Next, you have his S1, also another single target attack, right? This will also do more damage the lower the target is. So Says, guys, definitely needs a buff. Don't know why he hasn't gotten buffed yet. He's a pretty trash unit, right? Like, the only area of content you can use him in is like, actually, there's no content you can use him in, really, thinking about it. In PvP, he's pretty useless as a cleaver. Might as well use any other AoE dealer or damage dealer, like even Arbiter Villagers way better, right? Even like Green Villagers way better. Just there's so many better options. And for PvE, guys, like, he used to be used in Wyvern because he has that unhealable on his S1, making him a good debuffer. But you get Furious for free now, you get Sigurd for free now, and your last DPS spot, you can use Mui or Alexa, and they're just way better than Sez. So yeah, definitely needs a buff. This unit is just complete doo-doo. Please buff Sez, guys. He was so fun to use a long time ago when he was really strong. Next, we have his artifact, Manic of Control. It's basically hit chance buff and crit chance on a single target attack. Also trash, right? I don't know why it's limited to a single target attack. A lot of thieves in the game have AoE attacks, right? They're usually cleavers and stuff like that. Just very, very weird. Even like Sez's S2's AoE, so it doesn't even work on all of his skills. So it's pretty weird. And if you just need hit chance on a thief, might as well just use, you know, like Symbol of Unity or something like that. This artifact's pretty garbage. Don't recommend this either. Very, very easy skip. So that's pretty much it for this week's banners, guys. Don't want to drag this video on any longer. There's pretty much nothing else to say. You know, Iseria, definitely want to pull for her. She's very strong in PvE. Song of Stars as well, definitely good to buy if you guys don't end up pulling it on the way to pulling for Iseria, because it's so good for Wyvern. Definitely will make your run safer and faster. And then Sez and his artifact are just both pretty bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.